How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Rotherham United series here on Football Manager 2020. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. And today we're kicking off season 3 of the series. We're still in the Championship. And of course, season 2 was good. Our first season in the Championship was okay. But we're hoping now to build on a little bit and see if we can mount some sort of playoff push. So as you can see, today we will be kicking off the season against Queen's Park Rangers. And I'm going to quickly talk you through the transfers. If I'm honest, it's been a weird transfer window. You can see, the money that we had was not great. I'm just going to shove that all in the wage budget now. And we're still in minus budget, which isn't great. We're going to talk through the transfers real quick now and see what you reckon. Let me know your thoughts on these transfers in the comment section down below. I'm going to go through all the players that I deem to be first team. A lot of these are sort of academy signings and stuff as well. So the first one is going to be Michail Antonio. I'm going to be honest and a full honest truth here. I think I went for Antonio more based on his name rather than his attributes. I've way overspent on the wage. Way overspent. I never would have thought we'd spend close to £21,000 on this guy's wage a week. So that is taking up a lot of the money. I've got to make sure I get use out of him. He's on a 2-year contract. We could, if it's not quite going to plan, look to cash in January. But yeah, you can see Michail Antonio, first day through the door. Very versatile, could play all down the right-hand side, wing back or up front as well. So for us, that's a good option. James Furlong, he's one for the academy. Dan Burn is the next one that has come through the door. I'm excited to see how Dan Burn can do. Again, another one that's on quite a big contract, obviously coming from the Premier League. Quite slow in terms of acceleration. His pace is okay, but he's 6'7". The corners, guys, I genuinely think this good guy could score close to 10 goals this season from the corners. We're going to play him. We're going to see how he does. His heading is 15. He's 6'7", 19 jumping reach. No one's going to be able to beat him in the air. So if we can get a good corner into him, he's scoring every day of the week. Next one in is Vario Vrancic. A guy that's coming on a free transfer. Again, another one sort of similar to Michail Antonio. If it doesn't quite work out, I think we can cash in on him. Physically, he's not great anymore, but he's 6'2". I wanted numbers in the middle of the field, and that's what we've done. We brought him in, and he looks to be a pretty decent option. Good free kick taker as well. Decent on corners, so good option to have in the team. And then 2 loan signings in from Chelsea. George McEachran coming in, who's probably going to be a backup player, 21 years of age. Not bad. Decent option, decent passing, good technique, good determination. I think he'll grow as a player here. And Dujon Sterling, finally, we've convinced him to come back. It took me a long time. He'd gone back to Chelsea, but finally he's agreed to join us back on deadline day. And we're happy to have him here. Now, players out. Jamie Lindsay has gone to QPR, didn't really play much last season, wanted to leave the club, and we got 500k for him. And Freddie Ladapo finished top goal scorer actually last season in League One. Wickham did have an option to buy, and they triggered that, and he's joined them. I don't think they came up, Wickham. No, they stayed in League One, but he got top goal scorer. And then a few players out on loan again. Now, in terms of pre-season, how we got on, you can see here, we finished a beating, not many friendlies to be honest. We beat Parkgate and FC Emmen, and then 2 draws, one against Blackpool and one against Willem. We're actually starting off the season in July. I'd assume it's because of the 2022 World Cup that this season starts a bit earlier, and obviously that allows you to have a break next season. But we are going to be facing off against QPR opening day of the season. We've got a busy August, to be honest, especially with the Cup as well. There's loads of games in August. For some reason, I've got the Saturday, Wednesday fixture thing on. I don't know why, but I don't think that will affect us too much. The board are pretty satisfied. We're on a B- at the moment. They're pretty happy with some of the transfers. I was a little bit frustrated with the transfer budget. As you can see, it's just under £1 million. My webcam might be blocking that, but 988k. But the overall balance of the club is 11 million. So I think the board were a little bit stingy on that, which was frustrating. And it's left me... in the end, I've got an okay squad. A squad that I'm satisfied with, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to see how we get on. You can see we've got Matty James in on trial as well. Possibly could look to sign him, but we'll have a look at that. But there's some good players. We've bolstered the defence a little bit. I looked properly at the league table from last season, guys, and you could see... we scored a hell of a lot of goals, 81, which is the second most in the league. But we conceded 74, which I think was also the second most in the league, more or less. So, we need to, we're very, very open. We need to keep scoring goals, but try and concede less if we can as well. You can see as well, Daniel Iverson is going to be staying at the club. We renewed his loan, and Eddie Nketiah and Leonardo Campana, which is great to see. Iverson at the moment is injured, so it's going to be Lawrence Bilbao to start. A rare start for him. We'll have to see how we can get on. So I reckon we jump into the game. I am looking forward to it. First game in the Championship. We're actually favourites to this game, despite QPR, us not beating QPR at all last season. You'll see on the season preview, again, we're predicted 16th in the table. The 3 teams that came down were West Brom, Crystal Palace and Southampton. Of course, we've still got Newcastle in the league as well. And the 3 teams that came up were Portsmouth, Hull and Wigan. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. There's teams there. I think all those teams below us, really, we should be looking to beat. And QPR are slightly below us, so I'm looking forward to seeing how we can get on. We did bring some staff in as well. I'll quickly show you that before we move on. The staff that we brought in, we got a new head physio in Errol Umut at 16 Physiotherapy. Steve Coppell has come in as our Director of Football. Graham Gaishem is our new Data Analyst. Rafiq Alaf has come in as a scout, as a French scout, and Carl Blakemore has come in as another data analyst for the under-23s. So then here we are with the teams for the game. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest, guys. Campana will partner up with Eddie Nketiah up front again, same as last season. McEachran will come in for his debut on the left-hand side of the midfield with Crooks and Tropey. Clark and Sterling, the same wing-backs as last year, and we will see Dan Burn come in to partner Grant Hanley and Michael Iekwe at the back with Lawrence Bilbao in goal. QPR will play a 4-2-3-1. Chaplin starting up front. O'Dowda, Chair and Osei Samuel in the attacking midfield positions with Peluski and Lindsay holding. Of course, us selling Lindsay recently. Ned Yalkov and Barbe with Mats Masterson and Clark with Long in goal. We are favourites of this game, but I am a little bit cautious. You never know what to expect the first game of the season. I think every team, comes in with this with fresh form. You don't ever know what to expect. But we're at home. The home fans backing us. Let's see how we can get on. Got a throw in here for QPR on the right-hand side early on in this game. 2.5 minutes gone. There's Osei Samuel. Won the knock on. There's Chair. And there's the first goal. Just like that. Connor Chaplin with 2.5 minutes gone. And QPR lead here against Rotherham. We've barely had a touch of the ball. And the away side have taken the lead. It was Elias Chair. Great flick on there by Osei Samuel. And Chaplin, it's quite easy for him. I know you can't really blame Lawrence Bilbao in goal for that. I don't think any goalkeeper would have saved that. Corner in for QPR here. Chair with the ball in and headed away. And here's Tropey. He could start a counter-attack for us here. Does have an option forward, which is Eddie Nketiah. But Tropey will go alone here. And still Tropey. And still. And he skipped past the man there. And there's Crooks. And it was blocked. What a run that was. And what a chance. Can we keep this attack going? Clark down the left-hand side. Can he take on his man? He's fouled, but he'll win it back. Here's Terry Clark. Clark still going. Still Clark. And forces another save off Long. Better by us there. We had a couple of opportunities there. Great run by Tropey. We probably should have done a little bit better. And there we go. Half-time, we are 1-0 down. Game is pretty equal, to be honest. QPR just had that one clear-cut chance. But, yeah, our issue at the moment is finding the players on the bench who could come on and make a difference. For us at the moment, this doesn't really look like there's anyone on there that I've got full trust in to do that. Thrown here on the left-hand side. It's going to be Dan Burn into McEachran. Dan Burn again to Grant Hanley. Grant Hanley will poke it over to Tropey. Can bring it down and switch it there to Clark. Nice football there. Clark here again on the left-hand side. Still Clark going. Good ball in. There's Dujon Sterling who scores on his return to the New York Stadium. With 10 minutes gone in the second half, Dujon Sterling scores the goal. I was actually contemplating bringing him off because his rating was dreadful, but that is a lovely header and great play. The two wing-backs combining again. Trevor Clark, I think I called him Terry Clark earlier, sorry. Trevor Clark with a ball in. Heads it past Long. And with 10 minutes gone, in the second half, we won the lub. Say Samuel throwing into Chair. Cleared away back only as far as the thrown taker. There's Lindsay. He'll be desperate to get a goal, but we've cleared it up towards Campana, who can win the flick on. And Eddie Nketiah is in. We need a big season from him. Eddie Nketiah forces a good save off Long. Well, what a chance that was by Big Eddie. And it's going to be McEachran to take the corner. Swinging it towards Dan Burn. Cleared away. Campana needs to get there, and he can. To McEachran. Whips it back in. Not a good cross, and QPR could maybe break. And they won't. We need a change. I'm going to bring on Barry Douglas on the left-hand side. I'm even going to give a chance to young Scott Molyneux He's a youngster in the academy who's got big potential. Let's start giving him some game time. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can change the games for us. And it's finished 1-1. Disappointing, to be honest. A very, very quiet game. I am going to tell them we're not happy with that. But at least it's not a loss to kick off the season. It is a 1-1 draw after being 1-0 down. Of course, not having our first choice goalkeeper. Not that that mattered. I think Bilbo probably did, he did okay to concede just the one goal. Yeah, there's some work to do for sure. And there we go. There's confirmation of the draw. And it's going to be an interesting season for sure. We are going to have a busy August, guys. A really busy August. I think I'll probably come back at the end, possibly for that. Let's go for that game against West Bromwich Albion, end of August. So we've got about 7 games to play in between then. Sheffield Wednesday is going to be the first one. They're currently bottom of the league. Obviously, so long to play for. Wigan as well, one of the newly promoted teams. We'll then play Lincoln in the Carabao Cup. Birmingham, Millwall, Reading, and then Portsmouth, another newly promoted team. But guys, if you did enjoy it today, be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.